Hello, back at it again with the irregular upload schedule. Here's to a better 2024 and a more consistent 2024. Before we end this eventful year though, let's take a look at the first Detective Pikachu game. I was originally supposed to cover this before the release of the Switch one, but life had other plans. This video will contain bits of the stream that I did for the game earlier this year, which would explain the different backgrounds. I was able to stream this game up until the GNN studio part, and the rest I had to record offline. I just want to thank all that dropped by the streams. You guys definitely made it a lot more fun. And instead of putting the usual call to action segment here, I just want to thank all you guys for watching my videos, and I hope this Christmas and holiday period will be very enjoyable and fruitful. I wish you the best of luck for the coming year. So, Detective Pikachu. Most of us have seen the movie with Ryan Reynolds, but I don't think people really remember the first game before the sequel came out. I haven't seen anything from the sequel yet to shield myself from the spoilers, but I reckon how the game plays out will be quite similar to the first one. We take on the role of Tim Goodman, who came to Rhyme City in search of his missing father. Before long, we would come to find a very peculiar Pikachu, one whose language we were able to understand.
A terrible dream again. Oh, let's see if this woman can understand me. Pika, 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 pika!
That's right, this Pikachu sounds like Danny DeVito. Together with the Pikachu, who was a self-proclaimed great detective, we were quickly thrown into our first case. We had to find this little girl's necklace.
I can't see!
You learn red!
POV, we're sniffing ass.
Easy for you to say, but I gotcha!
Ow, 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 ow! My ears! That's me!
Oh, sorry, old timer. Pikachu?
You're stretching out my ears! Would you let me go? I've been more
It reminds you of
gentle
Ace
setting
Attorney?
me down.
It's been a while since I've played
Sorry.
Ace Attorney. I should play it again soon.
Are you able to understand what I'm saying?
Pikachu. The hat is his trademark.
Is everything alright with you? Just talking to yourself?
What? Wait, she didn't understand him? The Apom, Pikachu, the necklace!
All the characters in SV have the perfect
Are you
collapse for
ready?
their lines, but
Can't
no
just
voice
stand
acting.
here while these-
The budget went all to Area Zero. Edward. Bro. Pro gamer move.
Raise it up.
Did we just use this
Hurry and go get that
machinery without any
No,
license?
I can't do that!
Guess they got away.
Why don't you start by interviewing witnesses? Ask the people around here whether they've seen the Apom or the necklace. What are these notes? Thank you. Cool. So what happens if we do it the wrong
You've
way?
got a good memory, all right.
Okay. Great.
Did you find anything out?
Yeah, looks like the Apom ran off that way.
Have you all seen the Detective Pikachu movie? You think you're off put by this Pikachu's voice? Definitely off put because I keep imagining
Isn't
Pikachu to
that
speak with
an Apom!
Ryan Reynolds' face. The
Smells
Apom's
like a
dead!
tease. Now it's getting interesting. Just a berry.
It's the same thing. Okay.
This is all
No,
happened
Pikachu,
in
please.
a very short amount of time.
This Apom just rolled over.
When you investigated the scene, did you happen to find any potential clues to the culprit?
Or I was reading in chat. What did Pikachu say? Pikachu asking for clues on the left. Like Apom, the first clue, the feather. Okay. What was the Pokemon that likes to
Tim!
what was it? That likes to collect shiny things?
Hey, Tim!
There was one like that,
Tim!
right? What is it, Pikachu?
Anyway, you fought with Apom, right?
McCrow! Crow! McCrow!
You didn't, huh? Tim, why don't you show it what we found?
This feather is yours, right?
Bad cop here.
It was lying next to the Apom that fainted. And now you're saying it was someone else. But it seemed like you and Apom were the only ones that were there. You're saying Burmy were in that tree. Well, guess we'll check that out.
Is that Burmese
Sorry
cry?
if we startled you. There
That's
was a
such a cute
fight
cry.
in this tree earlier, and we think a necklace may have fallen nearby. I'm sorry, but can we investigate your cloaks?
What did they say, Pikachu?
They said no way they get ticklish. Ugh,
What?
you okay?
That's how Burmese looks without the
Hey,
cloak? This
check
is the
it
first
out.
time I'm seeing
Looks
it.
like my prediction was right on. This is what happened. The Burmese cloak got caught in the fight between Murkrow and Apom and broke. These leaves are from that cloak. But that's not all. Listen up. Burmese got flustered, and so it decided to make a new cloak out of nearby trash. Now, I'll make this quick.
Wow, this is assault.
You found it, the necklace.
Why is the Pikachu gonna be smarter than you?
And
I'm
that
sure he's
problem is
not.
solved.
After solving the mystery of the trash cloak Burmy, we made our way to the Baker Detective Agency and met our dad's colleagues. The duo went back to Harry Goodman's apartment and eventually found a map pointing out this particular landmark. For our second case, we followed the leads we found in the apartment and found ourselves in Litwick Cave, where Tim ended up not being alone. In a good way. Amelia and Mako would play an important role later on in the game.
Come on, let's go! Pikachu, Thunderbolt!
Hey, don't boss me around. Unfortunately, I can't use moves ever since the accident.
What?
Let's just get its attention.
Okay.
I would be... Holy crap, I would be terrified. POV, this is how humans fought Pokemon before Pokeballs were invented. I'm mashing. I'm mashing.
This should take care of you.
See you
My
later,
man just
Lily.
rolled over a
You
Glalie.
did it, Tim.
My name is Mako. And this is... Thank you.
I'm sure it's fine. It may even become a new attraction for this game. For this cave. Man, Pikachu is ruthless. It says everyone gets along well. Doesn't sound like it was a fight that caused Golly to get so angry.
Looking back at the footage, we watched this Glalie lose control as his eyes glowed red. A most interesting incident, but we had to focus on getting out of the cave.
Hey, wait. That Pokemon in the back is flying, isn't it?
Yes, it's a Drifblim. I bet it could carry us. Perfect.
There we go. Driftblim time. I like how Pikachu just goes in. Wake up. Come out. The wind is too weak. It needs strong wind to get us out. Oh, look at the Glalie. He's just tired again.
Oh, look at this.
Hey,
How's your leg?
Pikachu.
It's
What are you
fine,
doing?
okay.
Hurry up or it's gonna leak.
Oh, sorry. Oh, what's this?
Huh? What?
Yep. Up.
You know, you could have just told me you wanted to get up on my shoulders.
That's no fun. So, Drifblim, we're counting on you.
After a short break over at Hi Hat Cafe, the duo connected some more clues and decided to investigate PCL, a Pokemon research facility that our dad had investigated some time before. We wouldn't be able to use our last name, so we applied for a part-time job at the research facility under the name Tim Ottman. We passed some sort of test on our first day and continued to look for any signs of the vial.
It's triangle, star, diamond, square. Triangle, star, diamond, square. Triangle, star, diamond, square. Excuse me? Oh, there you go.
It worked. Whoa.
A bit of an introvert. Speaks to me on a spiritual level.
I see. That's right. Whoa! Didn't expect that.
mean, what else did you expect, Pikachu?
What kind of research are you doing, Carlos?
Ah, I'm researching energy. Building a motor like this one.
Oh. You're not his partner, he's your servant. Wow. That's some strong words there, Rodum. This guy's a Reddit mod.
I thought it'd be beyond.
This guy also has 2 first names. Wallace Carroll?
I'll give you that much credit. So, welcome to my laboratory.
Who's this weirdo?
You must be Wallace. It's nice to meet you. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Great, I'll do that. However, since I'm researching Pokemon cells, I'd prefer it if your healthy-looking Pikachu helps me out with something.
Do what?
Do you think you would be willing to soak in a tank for about a month or so?
No way.
I think that's a little...
I'm just joking.
Not funny at all.
The way he says, I'm just joking. Hojo vibes. I can't get it to come out orange. If I could just get the color and flavor right, it could be complete. Are you talking about a berry? Or medicine, sorry. When you put a berry into a Shuckle's shell, it ferments into juice. That's kind of nasty. Are we all just drinking, like, Shuckle piss? Wait, we'll have a Pikachu corpse to go along with the medicine. Okay, how can we complete the experiment? The berries probably go like
Decided
this.
to use these berries.
And the culture solution.
Great. Let's start the experiment.
This is actually nasty. Ugh.
We did it. It's orange.
Tim, this is amazing!
That's right, praise me.
What's up? Did the experiment work?
It did! All thanks to Tim.
Well, congratulations.
They couldn't figure this out.
Dorothy, you're back!
They're adults with lab coats.
Hi, this is Amelia from GNN.
Nice to meet you. I'm Amelia Christie, and I'm here to prepare for the shoot. It's nice to see you again too, Pikachu. Oh, Dorothy,
What was that?
listen to
What
What was that?
Nina,
Hey.
we're in front of guests here.
Pikachu is really making this
Hey,
this
Tim.
game really fun.
Tim.
Yes, Pikachu?
This is it, Pikachu.
Ah, compare the two.
Ah, yes, compare the two.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's the same as the one we found in the cave.
Good job. We did it. Now we know whoever used this vial works in this facility.
Our first day at the job yielded satisfactory results, and off we go to look for the person connected to the vial. This second day at PCL was pretty much where they made the cases more challenging.
Hey, you guys! Smile for the camera! Oh, Mako, stop. This has nothing to do with our story. Watch out!
Oh no, not again. Oh wait, is it gonna be quick time events?
What's wrong, Trevenant?
Everyone, in here, quick!
Come on, give me your hand.
Okay.
Hey, wait for me! You can't abandon your partner!
I swear to God, every time Mako and Amelia, is that her name? Amelia are around,
Seems like it's calmed.
Pokemon just go
Let's take a
berserk.
After the courtyard incident, we had to shift our focus to find the culprit that started the rampage. We sniffed out the clues in the facility, and finally caught up to the culprit, the Skengar that belonged to the old research facility before it was renovated.
Oh, there you are.
We've got you now, so you might as well give up.
Gang! Gang!
Went right through.
Tim isn't the brightest of us all.
Gengar, come to the light.
Watch out! It's using Confuse Ray!
Oh, Pikachu. What do we do?
Gengar, gang! Great save, Tim. It was almost game over for me. But still, Gengar's managed to get away from us once again. Our big challenge now is to figure out how to stop it from doing that.
Is it gonna hide somewhere else in this room? Yep. Here we go.
It's here!
You're not getting away this time. Gengar again.
That's an awfully easy quick time event. Can't really call it a quick time event.
We did it!
Yep, no big deal. Let's see what it has to say.
Yeah.
The Gengar was tricked into causing the commotion, and now we had to find the real culprit of the case. We followed the clues to the secret laboratory underground and collected enough clues to make a proper deduction.
Rampage case.
Please. We already know the problem was caused by Gengar.
Wrong. That whole thing was planned by someone else. And the culprit is...
You tell him.
Haninwa. It's Carlos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way I planned this thing. You're way off base. This is all Gengar's doings.
It's leftovers from Trevenant's meal.
Hold on a sec. Gengar took off with those.
That is true. And they were hidden in the secret underground lab.
Wait, underground?
Oh, sick!
This reminds me of a spy movie.
Sick.
Secret laboratory? I had no idea.
I found evidence. This was down in the basement.
It makes Pokemon go berserk? That's why Trevenant became enraged?
Hold on. Even if this substance is the cause, you have no proof that I'm the one who created it.
Don't be so sure.
What is the proof they made the medicine, the research log?
Wallace was in Building B. Both Fridge and Nina were busy working in their lab. The only person unaccounted for happens to be you.
Hold on a minute there. Let me think. Oh, I remember. I went out for my afternoon walk. That explains exactly where I was.
Man, he really doesn't know when to give up.
Are you sure about that? Surveillance shows you enter the library and never...
When did Tim get the chance to print all these photos?
I'll answer that one. It can't.
Damn, Tim.
Therefore, the one who was in the secret lab, it was you.
Well, I suppose there's nothing more I can say.
Tim went in.
But Carlos, why would you do that?
Because this kid got in my way. He's Harry Goodman's son.
Harry Goodman's son?
Carlos knows. Don't you? Tell us what happened.
All right, he knew too much. I had someone tamper with his car as a warning. But I swear, I never expected him to go missing in an accident.
You're the one who's responsible. Where's my dad? Tell me! Come on, say something! It's because of you my dad...
We wrapped up the day at the detective agency and named the liquid that was making Pokemon Berserk Substance R. A nice recollection moment at night gave us a glimpse of things to come.
I wonder if my dad is out there somewhere in this city.
Yeah, me too. Harry, where could you possibly have disappeared to?
These guys just stop at the middle of the road without a care. Oh, it's Mewtwo.
The next day, we got a lead from Inspector Holliday, the man who was working the case on our father's disappearance. Apparently, the former project director of Substance R resided at Kuchi Island, so we went there with Amanda, quite begrudgingly.
Obviously not enough. Oh god, what's going on?
Fantastic! This boat has 400 horsepower, you know?
400 horsepower.
This is what I was worried about. Come on, Tim. Can't you tell her to slow it down? Pika, Pika,
It
Pika.
sounds like Pikachu's having a good time.
Pika, Pika, Pika.
Slow this down a little bit?
After narrowly escaping death, we met Louise and Milo, an aspiring Pokemon Ranger, on our way to Dr. Wallace's house. Unfortunately, the doctor was accused of a rather heinous crime by Brad here, Inspector Holliday's subordinate. It seemed that the Pokemon at the island's lake had been turning up injured very often, and Brad had already made up his mind on who the culprit was. It was up to us to actually solve the case and clear Dr. Walls' name.
I'm a detective.
Right on.
A detective? Well, now that's a different story. Then I insist that you stay out of official police business.
Am I stupid? Well, what am I missing here? Yo, this path looks... Yo! The Feebas! Look at the Feebas just flopping. The night of the full moon is the beginning. Pass through the shadow of darkness, and when thou witnesseth the split moon, the lake shall bestow its blessings. Look at this poor Feebas.
Huh? What is that?
This looks really bad.
It's still alive, right?
So it's you again.
What?
Pull yourself together, buddy.
Sure this is the right way?
I think so.
I'm not worried. I'll solve the puzzles and breeze through this maze.
Pikachu, look underneath you!
Huh? What? Ugh.
Pikachu, get out of there!
Oh god. Quick time events?
Here we go.
Ninja Pikachu. Okay. I'm sorry. That Phoebus is not having a good day. He's really not.
For some reason, this Crawdon thinks the lake is its turf. But it's not a Pokemon that's normally seen around here. So the question is, how did it get to the lake? Are there any clues we can look at?
There was the wooden materials, right? Maybe these two?
Do you think that's right?
I guess not.
No.
Maybe the bottle?
Do
No,
you
it's
think
not.
that's right?
Alright, so these these puzzles are getting harder. Well, the question is, why did it come here? Yeah, please, Pikachu, help me out here, man. Alright, so I'm positive this Crawdon was in the box. Then it was carried over to the lake. So the answer is not the box and fishing rod. Surely it's not the tree. I don't see how the tree can answer the question of why did it come here. I swear to God, if this tree is the answer, I'm gonna rage. What?
You know what?
Why?
The claw marks on the inside of the box are just like the marks on the trees.
But that's not
Which tells me
why it came here.
someone
It doesn't answer the
put
question.
that box and then brought it to the lake.
Well, that was my point. But the tree... Why would the tree be an answer to why the Crawdon came to the lake? How? That didn't make sense. The tree was more like... was more of what the Crawdon did after it got dropped off to the lake. Don't you think you're jumping to conclusions? You know, for once, I'm kind of siding with the tall, lanky man here. This Louise chick seems suspicious. Oh, she's here to coax Walls out of his property, and then they want to build a resort. How could someone carry a big box without anyone noticing? What if it's someone who people expect to carry big boxes? If you want Timber to carry the boxes to the right location, you need to lead them here. There with a flag that matches the mark on the box. Could it be that the culprit used the solo flag system to have Timber carry Crawdon to the lake?
You mean past Crawdons?
If we search that area, I'll bet we'd find some evidence.
Wait!
Milo!
Next thing you know, it will be an underwater stage. You know, like 1/3 of Hoenn is underwater stage, right? No, Feebas, why?
Oh
No, Feebas, not again, not like this. Feebas, what a hero. The true main character of this whole chapter. Banger music.
The missing delivery. The ring-shaped mark.
And enjoy my cookies while I watch
The
this
only one
cutscene.
who could have done those things in that amount of time.
It's Louise.
What are you thinking, Pikachu?
Could it be? A bolt of brilliance!
Dude, Pika Vito has been roasting everyone in this whole game. Here we go.
Thank you all for coming here.
Case conclusion
Tim,
hype.
I know what you're gonna tell us. You figured out who the culprit is.
We already know who the culprit is. All evidence points to Dr. Walls.
Go on. Tell him, Tim.
Alright, thank you for hyping me up, Pika Vito.
You, Louise, you're the culprits.
That's just a bunch of nonsense.
Hanninwa
Is this
omaida.
your idea of a joke? Do you have any proof?
The flag with the ring mark.
Proof? Right here is the proof.
If your deductions are correct, then the box would have a ring-shaped mark on it, am I right? Guess what? No such mark has been found.
Obviously, he's right. And you're completely wrong.
He's wrong. The sticker was a trick just to frame Dr. Walls.
A trick?
As a matter of fact, a ring-shaped sticker doesn't exist. It never has. It was created by her.
What?
She used the sticker from Dr. Wall's house
Nani?
and combined it with something she made.
Right on, Tim. You tell him.
Pika Vito is just straight up a hype man. What did Lewis prepare?
Yes, that's it. Wait, no, it's not.
I chose the wrong one. What did Lewis prepare?
We found this down at the lake. It's a piece of a wooden box.
Alright, Amanda hyping us up too.
It's this symbol
Hell yeah.
on top.
It's the ring-shaped mark.
That's right. Timber thought the mark was new, and they simply followed the flag that they saw had the same mark on it.
Oh, Manectric. The flag makes you sneeze?
That's
Did Brett just say
Spritzy's scent
Minectric
has
or
soaked into
Minectric?
this flag, which means the culprit used Spritzy to guide the timber.
Brad spent more time flirting with Louise.
Why would she want to
Minectric
do
definitely
something
pulled more
like
strings.
For the tourist resort she wants to build.
Yes, that's right.
What?
Why is that so wrong?
She just straight up
Building
and
that
admitted it.
resort is my dream.
It's over now, Louise. Come with me.
Too bad. She just got a little too carried away. Lesson learned.
Was about 2 months ago. A man asked me the same thing. And you know, I recall he had a Pikachu with him too, just like you.
Hey, it's
No way. That must have been my
Daddy
father.
Goodman.
I'm trying to find him. That's why I came to ask what you know about R.
Not sure about the speed run, but that was it was definitely a run. Glitchless.
With the golden words from Pikachu closing the case, the yellow rodent's recurring nightmare popped up again. After the case at Kuchi Island, we met Roger Clifford here at Hi Hat Cafe. With our clues leading us to Fine Park next, the two reporters from GNN said that they had footage of the earlier parade at the park. It was too late to go to GNN today, so we headed to the rundown amusement park to see it for ourselves. Fine Park was the site of an annual Pokemon parade where it was universally loved. However, Charizard, the Pokemon who was leading the last parade, had gone out of control with similar symptoms as those who had taken Substance R.
So Charizard suddenly went wild, even though up till then it looked like it was having fun. So Charizard destroyed the park. Some people took the Charizard away. The Smeargle has PTSD. This game gets quite slow at times, well, as you can tell, but the music really makes up for it.
After talking to all of the Pokemon in the first area of the park, the duo headed to the Ferris wheel. Of course, things could never be boring in the day of Tim Goodman and his partner Pikachu.
Yeah, but the rain is really starting to come down.
Buniri. I can't pronounce Buniri. Buniri? Is that how you pronounce it? Buniri?
Seriously? Shooting out of a cannon is what you call a brilliant idea?
You look good.
That's not the point.
Scarlet Gym vibe? Yeah, now that you mention it, it's exactly the same.
You can at my signal.
Rescue. Oh no, quick time event.
Up, up, a little farther. Nope, too far. Yes, yes, that's good.
That was fast. I had no time to think.
You've got to be kidding me. Well, that was fun. Baneri, are you all right?
Fluffy and floofy. Nice. That makes me smile.
Yo, Tim, here we go. You, just get ready to catch.
I missed it because I wanted to laugh.
Oh, don't worry about me. At least Baneri is safe. Thanks.
I was laughing because the zipline, it's like Pikachu Far Cry.
That's my mom.
Your mother? Then this must be you.
I hope there's no negative consequences for me missing that quick time event. So I hope Pikachu doesn't get crippled or anything going down the story.
Pikachu indeed did not get crippled. We made our way out of the park and rested up for the day after getting the locket. Then finally came the day we would check out the parade footage at GNN. We met Amelia at the lobby of the building and proceeded to meet Ethan Graham, the boss of GNN. Not long after, we also met Keith Norman, the assistant director of the show. Before we could do anything at the building, we had the chance to look around the studio and meet the various cast members for the show they were taping. There was also a small warm-up case, with Olga Sporugli having gone missing before the taping. While waiting, we also had the chance to test out the Yanma cameras.
Over there.
Oh, okay. Nice.
That was a close one. What's that? It's all making sense. I've got it now. Yeah! A bolt of brilliance!
Pikachu had the chance to help out as an extra due to a scheduling mismatch because of Keith, taking the role of the stage Pokemon assistant for Karina Mitchell. And again, our luck just invited the wrong sort of trouble.
Here's the spot.
So she picks it up here.
What in the world?
Watch out!
Yo, okay, well, I was a bit close with the violin. I knew something was gonna happen with the violin.
Yeah, I'm okay.
My precious violin!
This is bad. Blast. I was standing right there, and I couldn't do anything.
The Yama flew out from the left and right at the same time. Of course, they were going to crash. Nobody on our staff would give instructions. Maybe the Yama misheard. Camera 2 was supposed to shoot from above, shoot from the right, move away, and follow. Yeah, so cue sheet 1 was changed. This one and the altered one. Okay, fine. That also makes sense.
That's right. It seems that
Yeah, you're right,
someone
Edward.
tampered with Yanma's plan in order to cause the collision. The question is, how did the staff not notice something like that?
Now, there was actually quite a lot to do here, as the number of alibis and clues had greatly increased compared to the last case. We had to check the tampered master cue sheets, check the violin, and deduce enough from the testimonies.
That one of us here is the culprit?
Yeah, just what do you mean the truth? We're all friends here. Can't say I appreciate the insinuation.
The culprit is...
Go on. You know who it is, don't you?
No, I don't know who it is. Okay, so far it has something to do with the knocks, right? How they knock on the door. About Mimikyu hearing different things than Amelia. I think it's Max. Everything is pointing to Max, right?
Max, it's you. You're the one.
What? Oh, come on. Is this some kind of
Right.
prank? What on earth would I have to gain from busting
It's
up
Max.
someone's violin?
Nothing. If the violin really was broken. But it isn't broken. That one was a fake, wasn't it?
A fake violin? Oh, what an imagination. How could you come up with a theory like that?
You tell him, Tim.
Picapito, no. The message on the inside.
We checked the pieces of the violin, but there wasn't a message on them anywhere.
But where's the real one?
I think Max probably knows.
But no, I haven't done anything. Listen, the whole time the violin was backstage, I was in my dressing room. How could I be in two places at once?
Actually, my guess is it was Chatot in the dressing room. You probably used the trick like this.
Gotcha! I'll be right out!
Oh, yes, that's exactly what I heard. Admit it!
Shut up! Shadow just busted his own owner.
You just made it seem like you were still in that room. And then you swapped the real violin.
He wasn't actually hiding, was he? He was just out.
But everything I did.
I'm really sorry, Max. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to call the police.
Police, police.
Hey, you guys! I found the videos. What's wrong? Why is everyone hanging out here?
With the hype from Pikachu and the self-report from Chatot, we successfully solved the case and had Max taken to the authorities. Finally, we were able to watch the footage from the last parade at the amusement park, only to find that Keith was in the video. In fact, he was the one who instigated the incident. It's Keith!
Pokemon at Fine Park told us a man with a Skorupi was after Harry.
You know, that looks almost like it could be Keith.
The plot thickens.
Working with you?
No, not with us. I don't think he was even working at GNN back then.
Because Keith had made a mistake about scheduling. Right. He showed Tim where to stand. Time to catch us a criminal. Ooh, the music changed. No, but why didn't he run earlier? An assassin with a Joltik would be the best assassin there ever was.
Stop, Keith.
He can hide like 50 in his coat.
We'll just have to see about that now, won't we?
Tim, watch out for its poison sting.
Quick time event? That is the slowest quick time event I've ever seen in my life.
You missed. Oh well, help is on its way.
Now this is an intimidating Pokemon.
Perfect timing, Noivern. Now, could you blast them away?
Get down low, Tim.
Low, 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 low.
Pikachu!
The locket.
Oh, what was that?
Farewell, detective. I hope you'll go easier on me next time.
Yeah, can you just wait while I get on my Noivern? I think that camera shot sound was from the locket.
Look at this.
The locket?
That's right. Not just any old locket. It has a little secret.
What do you mean?
Well, unless I'm mistaken, this locket should contain a clue left by Harry.
And that was the end of the live streams. Shortly after the streams, I had to move halfway across the world, limiting my streaming capabilities, what with no internet and all. So, the format from here on out would be the usual post-commentary. Harry's locket. As we all saw in the cutscene before, it was secretly a camera. Detective Baker developed the photos, and the images led us to Rhyme Warf, a shipyard where our villains seem to be exporting ore from. Our first line of action was to figure out which warehouse area Substance R was being held at, so we talked to the various workers and Pokemon there. Eventually, the clues led us to Warehouse Area A. There was this nice action sequence leading up to the warehouse, and we successfully infiltrated the building.
Be easy. Movies always have scenes like this.
This is the movie, you know.
Meta, 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 meta.
Hey, what was that? Cell door. Cell. Over there?
A good chunk of time was spent surveying the bottom floor to figure out where to go, and the group finally created a distraction so that Pikachu and Tim can make their way to the research room at the back. In that room, we met Dr. Walls' assistant, Simon. We narrowly escaped the big burly man Alexander Wilde and investigated the lock room at the second floor. The duo found a suspicious container, and Pikachu went straight into a flashback upon taking a massive whiff.
Pikachu.
Pikachu had another Mewtwo flashback and remembered the fact that he had made a commitment to the legendary Pokemon. We skedaddled out of the room quickly, but not before being found by Alexander. We dumped his sorry butt Looney Tunes style and followed Simon's suggestion to hide inside a shipping crate to find out where all the boxes were going to. Upon exiting the crate, we found this Alolan Rattata, which was cool upon finding it, but it really had no other role in the game. It was just there. So we went outside and found ourselves aboard the SS Prime Treasure, a fancy luxury cruise ship. This chapter of the game was probably the hardest by far, and longest too, to boot. There was quite the assortment of things that we had to do here. Our end goal was to find out where the R vials ended up at, but as it is with the other chapters, there were other cases that we had to solve. We met Amelia and Ethan at the lounge area of the cruise, having planned an interview with the celebrity chef, Gino Farina. He was here to refresh his mind to recreate some famous chef's recipes, and off we go to investigate more. Amelia gave us this drink order form for the frillish servers outside, and we stumbled upon a small incident with this old lady.
Coming from this room.
Excuse me, hello? Is everything okay?
I'm sorry about that. A strange thing was in my bag.
Rose had her suitcase swapped with another person's, revealing a rather ominous mask. Later at the interview with Amelia and the chef, it was revealed that the mask in the suitcase was actually a stolen item. For now, the mask and the suitcase were kept safely at the bridge with the captain and this nosepass. Nice. It also came with a note saying something about the frillish and the deck chairs outside, and there was also a mysterious ticket for an unknown event. The next 30 minutes were pretty much spent figuring out how to order from the frillish, and it was just a lot of back and forth talking to people and Pokemon. When we did finally manage to order, we were given a suspicious list of items. It seemed like an auction list and the mask was on it. We went back to the bridge to let the captain know, only to find the mask had been stolen. More work for us to do. This wasn't too hard. We followed the clues one by one and came to the conclusion that an invisible Pokemon nabbed the mask. It turned out to be Gino's partner Kecleon, with the chef aiming for the ticket to the auction. He had his eyes set on the mythical Henry Brothers recipe book. We foiled his plans and he was escorted out by the authorities. Time for the auction itself. Substance R was on the auction menu list, so we borrowed a set of formal wear from Rose and went together with Amelia. This auction was another set of troubles, as we had to investigate all the auction goers to anticipate their bidding habits. The first two items in the auction were optional, I think, but I tried my best to successfully outbid the other participants. We got this really snazzy optional detective cloak for Pikachu, which I thought was going to be a good thumbnail. We finally came to the moment where the R substances were going to be auctioned and promptly meddled with Keith. Honestly, I didn't think we were just going to interrupt the whole auction and start a confrontation, but it is what it is. We chased Keith out of the auction hall while dealing with these R-influenced Krokoroks and generally aced these quick-time events. Keith was brought out by Inspector Holiday, but not before spitting out this cryptic message. It turned out that Keith wasn't the mastermind of the R production after all. Then we had this nice moment between Tim and Amelia.
The fireworks have started.
Wow, they're beautiful.
I agree. So beautiful.
Smooth. Pikachu talked with Mewtwo for a bit about their agreement, and the scene shifted to the group realizing that the real mastermind was planning to release Substance R in public during the upcoming parade. It was time to save Rhyme City. This segment was actually quite nice, with us having the chance to go through the streets of Rhyme City before coming to the investigation areas. We quickly deduced which would be the target area for the R attack with Detective Baker, and immediately made our way there. Compared to many of the previous areas, This final one wasn't really challenging. We only had to follow the dialogues from one place to another, and you'll probably find all 3 R substance locations before long. There was this interaction with Roger and Brad, a quite telling one. One of them said something that they shouldn't be aware of. Having wrapped up the 3 locations, we found out that there was a final hidden location the mastermind stored art in, and it was quite obvious. We went to the clock tower to check, and the rest of the game were pretty much left to QuickTime events. We tried to stop the machine with Pikachu, but Roger came in and revealed himself to be the villain. Yep, the one who had been contacting Keith with cryptic messages to tell him what to do. In a final surprising turn of events, Pikachu managed to unleash a Thunderbolt and kept us all safe.
Pikachu! Oh no! Pikachu, are you alright?
Tim.
Thank goodness, he's awake.
So I guess that means the case is closed.
We still need to get the cells.
This should be the last of them. It's over. You did good, Tim.
Thank you.
Let's go.
And that's it. That was the first Detective Pikachu game that the movie was based off of. The story was obviously not done, hence the sequel that came out earlier this year, and I'm actually really looking forward to playing it. I enjoyed the story and the gameplay, and hopefully the sequel did the series justice. The plan so far is to stream the game. I really had a blast playing it through with the fools in chat. If you guys are watching, y'all are awesome. But with that, I'll see you in the next video, or stream, I guess. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you nothing but the best for the rest of 2023 and the upcoming 2024. Take care.